Now it's time to build our very first web page. Let's drag my first website onto brackets, which you can do on a Mac. If you are using a PC, you do have to go to File and Open Folder. And there is the folder now inside there with CSS and IMG. We're ready to create our new page. So let's do File, New, and we create our new page. Now we need some very special structure in here, which makes a web page a web page. And we're going to take a shortcut to do this. We're going to go to the Edit menu, choose Insert HTML Elements. And this is the HTML skeleton plugin. And it basically allows us to put in a whole bunch of stuff in here that kind of is a little bit boring to put in as code. It's not the most exciting thing. It's just the structure of the page. And that's known as a basic HTML skeleton. So if we check that box there, click Done, and what we get is this basic structure. So if I save this page and name it index HTML, it then becomes color coded. Now inside here, I need to put in a language. So I'm going to put English because that's my language, and I'm just going to say my first page and save that. If you do a quick search in the web browser for HTML languages, probably this page is going to be your top hit on the W3 schools. And inside here, if you're making a web page for any other language other than English, you probably want to put the right code in for that language. And here are all the codes that you can use inside of that section. So it enables us then to put in, and the web browser will then be able to interpret the text on the page the right way. So let's get rid of that. Okay, this is our first web page. I'm going to throw some text onto the screen in here. I've got some text prepared already, so I'm going to throw it in just to show you what happens. In it goes into the body, and if I save that, you can see when I saved it, I have my Beautify on Save on, and it kind of made it unbeautiful. You'll see it put everything together. That's kind of strange and odd. If we look at it in the browser using the live preview, you can see it comes out exactly the same on here. If I add any spaces in, they're completely uninterpreted. So even when I press save now, it's going to put it back to the way it was before. That's because it's expecting that the page should have tags in there. Now tags are very special things, very similar to what we're seeing here with body and HTML. And what they do is they tell each piece of text how to be interpreted by the web browser. And the way that we choose these is to enable us to be able to put meaning into the text. So we'll do that in our very next tutorial.